Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad, this Friday, July 24th, 2026. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral for the Queer God Squad. Joining me today and most days are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community.
There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world. In 2026, we are celebrating the 41st anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 14,000 stories and 12 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. Please like and share today's story, and if you'd like to support the work of Sunshine Cathedral, visit sunshinecathedral.org.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Shecky Vance lays an egg with mean-spirited joke. During a campaign appearance in front of an audience of military service members, J.D. Vance delivered a punchline aimed at President Joe Biden that fell entirely flat, leaving the crowd completely silent. Attempting to use political humor to connect with the troops, Vance made a joke mocking Biden's age and leadership capabilities. However, instead of drawing the intended laughter, the comment was met with an awkward, stone-faced silence from the unimpressed troops in attendance. The military audience maintained strict, professional composure, refusing to engage with the partisan jab. Clips of the uncomfortable moment quickly went viral on social media, with critics pointing to the dead silence as evidence of a failed attempt to politicize a military gathering, highlighting the stark disconnect between the campaign's rhetoric and the service members' response.
It's amazing to be here. You know what I'm thinking as I'm coming down the steps is don't fall and bust your ass in front of all of you and in front of all these cameras, because they would never let me live that one down. You know, the previous president, I'm trying to be nonpartisan. You ever seen these old cartoons where you've got the angel on the shoulder and the devil on the shoulder? Well, because I'm speaking to all of you, our great patriots and service members, I've got the angel on my shoulder saying, JD, don't be partisan. We're going to make this nonpartisan. And then I've got the devil on my shoulder who wants to talk about every time that Joe Biden fell up or down the stairs. And the media didn't care about that, but if I did it one time, it would be a major, major story. But let me just say to all of you, first of all, I'm so proud of you. And
So, let me put the devil on this side and the devil on this side. JD, under your current name, do better. You know, come on, dude. You are the Vice President of the United States. I don't have much regard for your leadership right now, but still, you're talking to American troops. You are supposed to be there as a cheerleader, as a motivator, and not taking pop shots like this to politicize with a joke in a moment that should be about unity, should be about celebrating what they have accomplished, versus you trying to land a joke at a previous president. Let's talk about you know, and what that might look like. Now, if I was put the good guy and the good guy back on my shoulders, I would still say, do better, dude. Come on. Mm-hmm. We're all people. We're all human beings. Just do better and do right.
Mm-hmm. And I would say, JD, sit down. Yeah. Just sit down, okay? If you're going to be trashing a former president who really did a lot of amazing things, I think you need to take a long, hard look at your own self and your own administration and see what you've accomplished. You know what? We're all human. We all may fall sometimes. So what? That doesn't matter. That doesn't make him less of a human being. So if you're just going to jab the guy, you know what? Sit down. Nobody's interested.
Ford tripped all the time.
Exactly.
It happens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those of us who are old enough remember the Saturday
Night Live. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my gosh, that was so phenomenal. J.D. Vance. So I learned today that this is his fourth name change, and I'm sure that there may be more. What's interesting to me is that at least twice in this administration, an administration leader, the Secretary of Defense first, goes before military leaders, 4-star generals, admirals, and he's trashing the previous administration. Dead silence. The military has discipline.
Yes, they
So then JD comes and he comes up with this crappy joke, just little tittering here and there, but basically silence. The military has respect for America, and too many people within this administration have no respect for America, Americans, and especially the military. They think that they can use them as props and get away with it time and time again. It's not going to happen. This guy, JD, has 6 years of experience in politics. He came from nowhere after writing a book that didn't talk about his past, but a whole made-up past, and all of a sudden became a senator from Ohio and was picked to be the vice president because this current president knew that he was malleable. He knew that he could shape him and form him into anything he wants, because the hope that JD has is that in 2028, he's going to receive the endorsement of the orange magic guy. And I'm loving watching him and our former Senator Marco pug it out to see who's going to get the scepter. It probably won't be either one of them, because I bet Donald wants one of his kids to succeed him.
Now, my eighth
I'm
grade
just saying.
my 8th grade civics class was literally from another century, in the 20th. So I may not remember this correctly, but I just don't believe that's how party conventions work. I don't think you get appointed or inherited, or I just don't think that's how the party, how we watch them on TV every 4 years.
Unless you're trying to stop a dynasty.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
I
but
just don't know that's how the way works.
They're hoping that they get a little bit of his love.
This is another. Isaac only has one blessing to give. Sorry about it. But this is another pattern of this administration. Just do sniper attacks. Biden is out of the picture.
Yeah.
Why insult? He's not going to run for anything else. He's not going to be appointed anything else. He's not going to be on the Supreme Court. He's not going to be ambassador. He's just home with his family. What currency do you get dogging him? Who was, by the way, you're talking to a military audience. You're talking about a former commander-in-chief.
Yep.
Like what? Nothing about that seemed inappropriate to you. And I don't want to be, I don't want to be partisan. I want to be nonpartisan here, as I just dog a Democratic president. Because how many times did he fall up or down? But if I did it, blah, blah. Does he know the dotard that he works for?
Yeah.
Does he know this dementia compromised, frail, whatever, this rod on his hand before it just falls the hell off? I don't know what that's going on. And the nerve, all the times he talked about Sleepy Joe, and every photo you see now in a cabinet meeting, at a ball game. Anytime he sat down in public for any length of time, and you wake him up, Mr. President, Sleepy Joe. Really? This man has got one foot in the grave and the other one on loose dirt. But you're still dogging his age contemporary who's done, retired, out of the way. Instead of that just childhood bullying, how about trying to help some folks? How about propose policies that aren't just punishing people for their color or their sexuality or their gender, or just rewarding people for already being rich? Instead of that foolishness, why don't you try to get some people fed and some people educated and some people housed? If you don't know how it can be done, ask your friend, the mayor of New York. He seems to have worked it out pretty quickly.
Amen.
And so, yeah, but if what you got is making fun of a retired octogenarian who's out of the picture forevermore. And the thing is, that is the best they have.
Well, and I also think that by JD and others continuing to do this, it shows that they have no real agenda of their own.
Right.
And that if you have to go back to blame Obama for something or back to blame Biden for something, that means you have no leadership to own of your own. And I want to say one more thing about JD Vance. Standing in front of troops, you should have been apologizing for not making sure that they are getting better wages. You should have been apologizing for saying, you know what, I know that we're not feeding you like we should feed you because resources have been cut for families who live in military housing and you don't have access to proper nutritional stuff on military bases. That's what you should have been doing. I'm going to fix this for you guys, but instead, this is what you do. I agree with Dr. Go sit down.
Go sit down.
Yeah, go sit down. And the thing about these personal attacks, instead of offering any sort of policy, sort of offering any sort of plan, that has denigrated the discourse in this country. It's normalized just that kind of hatefulness, that kind of personal attack. And if you just wanted to come for Biden, you just had to. It was all the advisors told you it's the best thing to do. Pick a policy that you didn't agree with. And talk about maybe one connected to the military. He did a thing and we don't agree with that, so we're going to do it differently, blah, blah. I still think that'd be a little bit in bad taste, but at least it'd be on topic.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to fall because the last president fell sometimes, and never mind, the current one also falls sometimes.
Yes,
and
he does.
It's just, just trying to force in a little jab, and I'm glad it fell flat. Because its only purpose was to be mean. And the only reason to try to be mean is to deflect from that you don't have shit going on.
Amen.
And that's today with the Queer God Squad. Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about. Please like and share this and other episodes of the Queer God Squad. Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.